Joining us now, Colorado Governor Jared Polis. He is an official surrogate for the Harris-Walz campaign. I think we can lump you in with that brat pack group, Governor Polis, if you don't take offense to that. You're somebody who's very direct. You're somebody who is very willing to be funny as well. Recent comments suggest that. And it's a new generation of Democratic leaders. What do you think of this new move toward going toe-to-toe with the opposition?
You know, I think the voters want somebody who's relatable, and I think they see somebody in both Kamala Harris and Tim Walz that are just relatable. They're people you'd want to hang out with, be with. They're on social media. They're having fun. Just what a contrast to sort of the contorted nonsense that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth and the outright bizarre hate-filled episodes that come out of J.D. Vance's mouth. So, look, it's about being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable with your personality, and not trying to pretend you're not a person just because you want to be in politics.
Tonight, we're going to see the Obamas up on that stage. What do you expect to hear from them? What do you need to hear from them? What do you think the Democratic Party, maybe the voters who have been disillusioned over the past few years, need to hear?
Look, the country had 8 strong years under Barack Obama, and I think that Joe Biden was a great transitional president, and now it's time. It's time for Kamala Harris. It's time for our first woman president. It's time for somebody who's put criminal behind bars, who thinks differently and thinks forward-looking. Look, the country doesn't want to move backward to the divided partisan politics of the past. It's time to move forward, and I'm excited about Kamala Harris, and I know the people here in Chicago are, and the people across the country are.
So tomorrow, we're going to get Adam Kinzinger. We're going to get former Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, former Trump White House press secretary Stephanie Grisham, a bunch of Republicans who will be standing on that stage tonight. What do you think of the Democratic Party opening its arms to folks like this?
I think it's great because, look, you're never going to find a candidate you agree with on everything. And it's okay to disagree with a candidate on some policy, but still support them because you think they're a good human being. And in this case, you think that they're the best way to protect our democracy and the presidency itself from the dangers of another Donald Trump presidency. So I'm glad that, again, it's a broad tent. There's people who agree with Kamala on 50% of her positions, 75, even some strong conservatives who might only agree on a few positions with her. But most importantly, they believe in defending the republic against the existential threat that Donald Trump represents, and I'm glad to have them join us.
We've heard from Kamala Harris on the economy, what she believes should be front and center if she wins the White House, including price gouging, better housing, more affordable housing, and the child tax credit being expanded to $6,000 for the first year of life. What other policies do you think that she needs to be clearer on for the American public? I've asked a lot about immigration because the Republicans are going hard on that. Do you want to hear an immigration speech from Kamala Harris at some point?
First, I'm thrilled with reducing childhood poverty, the child tax credit. I'm very excited about the opportunity to grow and expand our trade relationships, to sell made in America, grown in America products overseas, compared to Donald Trump's 10% tariff that he outdid himself and said he wants a 20% tariff, raising the cost of everyday items so much. Of course, Democrats stand for border security. We stand for fixing our broken immigration system. We shouldn't shy away from that. We're the party of solutions. And if we have the opportunity, we're going to solve the border crisis and move forward to make our country safer.
How's is registration universal in Colorado? Remind me.
No, we have universal mail-in ballot. We have same-day registry. You can register anytime, right up until the election, even on Election Day itself. So we have one of the highest voter turnout rates in the country.
How is registration looking right now? Have you seen an uptick since Kamala Harris took the mantle?
You know, like a lot of states, we have a plurality, soon to be a majority of unaffiliated voters. People are leaving both parties to become unaffiliated. They really want to vote for the candidate rather than the party. And I think that's what Kamala Harris really represents, this era of saying, look, I trust you, the character, the integrity, the intelligence to lead our nation for Democrats, for Republicans, for independents. And it's only a matter of time till independents are more than 50% of the voters in Colorado. And I know that's happening across many states as well,
so
especially among younger residents.
I asked Senator Bob Casey this yesterday because I want to get a sense of the leaders in individual states, how they gauge where the enthusiasm is, how they gauge VP Harris's ascendancy beyond the polls. So if it's not voter registration, have you seen another metric that indicates to you that things might have changed, or have you seen no change whatsoever?
Absolutely. People signing up to walk door to door, people signing up to make phone calls. The donations have been coming in. Look, I think enthusiasm went from a 2 to a 10 with this transition to the dynamic leader, the future that Kamala Harris represents. We've seen it already. I think we will see it in voter registration. That might take a little longer because we don't get the statistics as regularly, but we immediately saw people signing up to work shifts, go door to door, make phone calls, and support our candidates across the board.
Governor Jared Polis, I got a frog in my throat, of the great state of Colorado. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.